USA, this is Stephanie.
We. Come on in. Come on in. Hiya. Fire. I tried to tell y'all. Don't want to listen to me. I do this. I am undefeated in the playoffs right now. I am undefeated with my predictions. I am undefeated with my predictions. Do you believe in a parallel universe? I do. It's not me. It's not me. Don't get mad at me. I am undefeated in the playoffs. My predictions have been good. It's not me. I just watch football. I just watch football. I'm just letting y'all know, man. Y'all got to understand how football works, man. Matchups, man. Matchups. It's all about matchups. Boy. It's not me. It's not me. Don't get mad at me.
If OBJ heats up and the running game goes, I don't know how every team in the league can be beat by this Rams team. Yeah, I completely agree with you.
I'm just saying, man. What y'all think? Look, man, it's not me. It's not me. Here's the concern, and I told y'all this. Man, this. The Cardinals, man, I don't know if this is long term with them. The Cardinals, this was the problem. Oh. Oh. Oh.
Vikings, a man in demand. He will have a head coaching job if he wants one.
He's going to be selective. The firing from the Falcons crushed him. He found joy again with the Cowboys. He's going to make sure it's the
They don't want to lose him either.
They don't. Coming up.
Look, man, it's not me. It's not me. I warned y'all before this game started. I said, if I put my money on it, I'm putting my money on the Rams. The Rams just coaching, dog. Like the way the Cardinals built at quarterback, and Kyler Murray's a good quarterback. I don't know if that's long term. You got to be careful with quarterbacks like Kyler Murray and Jalen Hurts. You got to be really, 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 really careful. You got to be really, really careful. This is all the teams that want to draft quarterbacks like Kyler Murray. It looks good, but long term, I don't know. Everybody ain't Russell Wilson. Everybody's not Russell Wilson, man. Or Drew Brees. You know, those smallish quarterbacks are Doug Flutie. You gotta be really, like, Kyler Murray needs a monster O-line. He needs a monster O-line. I'm telling you. For Kyler Murray to be successful, he needs a monster O-line. Because if he don't have a monster O-line, it's not gonna work. And what did I tell y'all about Cliff Kingsbury? What did I tell y'all about Cliff Kingsbury? Kyler Murray, 3 years in a row, he can't last a whole season. This was the concern.
I'm out here to prove it to those that have seen me work.
Kyler Murray just can't last. He don't even look healthy. He don't even look healthy. Is Kyler Murray, is his head in the game? To me, he don't even come off as a leader. And I hate to say this, look, Kyler Murray he got beta male energy. Kyler Murray got beta male energy. He doesn't come off as a leader.
And now the world trailer premiere.
He just don't come off as a leader. He comes off so beta, so soft. You know what I'm saying? It just this. What does your eyes tell you about Kyler Murray?
I can't tell the difference between my waking life and dreams.
What does your eyes tell you about Kyler Murray? Wait, what? The Cardinals might have peaked with Kyler Murray. Like, I think the Cardinals still going to be a good team. But what? Like, how far can you go with Kyler Murray? I think the Cardinals will win. The Cardinals will probably win 8, 9, 10 games a season, but they just going to fall off every time, man.
Steven.
I'm just saying, man.
I can't tell the difference between life and dreams.
Thank you.
What's the contact lens?
Hope you find it.
Thanks.
It's going to be about matchups, and the game ain't over yet.
Yeah.
Game ain't over yet, folks. Still got a whole half. But so far, right now, if it looks like the Rams. I'm not gonna say the game. I'm not gonna say it's a wrap. But all I'm saying is,
Embrace the chaos.
whoa, Moon Knight.
That was fun.
What y'all think about Moon Knight? I'm a big Marvel fan. But anyway, what y'all think about the Cardinals, man? Like, let me ask y'all, what do y'all see about the Cardinals that's wrong?
Coming on ESPN and on ESPN2 with Peyton and Eli.
I'm just saying. What do y'all think about the Cardinals? What y'all see wrong with the Cardinals? The game ain't over yet. I'm just saying. I'm not saying it's a wrap, but I'm just saying. The game ain't over yet. All I'm saying is, what do y'all think about the Cardinals? Y'all think the Cardinals got a chance?
You watch that highlight every morning just to get your day started out right.
And just got word that Tristian Wrifs is going to come down to the wire. He's in a walking boot, folks. Tristian, what did I tell y'all? Tristian Wrifs in a walking boot. It's going to come down to a game time decision. What did I tell y'all? What did I tell y'all? It's going to come down to a game time decision. He's in a walking boot. And y'all think he's going to play? What does that tell you? Don't plan on Tristian Wrifs playing. If he plays, he's not going to be 100%. Remember, the playoffs is about matchups. The Rams match up very well against the Cardinals. They really do.
Live games, detail.
I'm telling you, they match up well against the Cardinals. What did I tell you about Sean McVay and Cliff Kingsbury? It's not close. Sometimes you can look at the players and see who the dogs in the field, like who got the horsepower, right? But sometimes when the horsepower is equal, almost, you have to look at the coaching. Raheem Morris is doing a great job. You heard me? You hear me? Raheem Morris is doing a great job. The Rams is a bad matchup for the Cardinals. And Bucs fans, I'm telling y'all, if the Rams continue on, now remember, Sean McVay is 45-1 when it got a lead at halftime. If the Rams finish the Cardinals off, this is important. The second half, the Rams get the ball back. It's a very important drive. Very important drive. This is why I've been trying to tell y'all, Bucs fans. You can't line up and chuck the ball around 50 times. It doesn't work against the Rams. It don't work against the Rams. It don't work against the Saints. It just don't. You can't line up and you think you're finna chuck the ball around on the Rams 50 times. You got to run the ball. You got to run the ball on the Rams. The Rams are solid in a lot of areas. The O-line is good. The running back stable is nice. The receiver is nice. The scheme is nice. The defense line, the defensive front seven is nice. And the second, the Rams are all around. The Rams are one of the most complete teams in the NFL. They don't have any major weaknesses. I'm gonna repeat. The Rams do not have any major weaknesses. Don't get me wrong. No team is perfect. Let me make that clear. No team is perfect. No team is perfect. But the Rams don't have any major issues, or like something they be like, oh man, the Rams, they're built pretty good. There's only a few teams that can run with the Rams, like from top to bottom, from coaching to quarterback, O-line, running backs, D-line, linebackers, secondary. They special teams is good. That's what I'm saying, man. Like to beat the Rams, you got to be really physical. And from what I'm seeing, the little bit I've seen, the Cardinals are just not physical enough. The Cardinals are not physical. They're too finesse. They're too college style offense. Kyler Murray, college style. Kyler Murray spread. It works against teams. But it don't work against teams like the Rams. The Rams got good defense. This is what I was trying to tell you about the Bucs. The reason why the Bucs struggle against the Rams is they try to be too finesse. You can't be finesse against the Rams. Bruce Arians, Byron Leftwich, you got to establish the run, because if you don't, it's not going to work. And I'm just giving y'all a heads up. I really want y'all to think about, if the Rams win, I want y'all to understand. Go back and look at the previous 2 games against the Rams. If the Rams win, understand. If you think the Bucs are just going to run through the Rams, you might want to tone it down just a little bit. Tone it down, because the Rams are not the Eagles. This is why I told y'all the Cardinals are a better matchup, or easier matchup. How about that? The Cardinals are the easier matchup. I'm trying to tell y'all, the Cardinals are the easier matchup. You really want the Cardinals. You really want the Cardinals to come back. The Rams will be a tough out. That will probably be our toughest match in the entire playoffs. Even if we get to the Super Bowl, I think if the Rams pull it out, the Rams will be the toughest matchup for the Bucs. If the Bucs gets past the Rams, it's game time. Because the Rams are just so tough. And when they lock in, bruh, I just want y'all to understand how this works. You can run around here and talk about the Bucs this and Bucs that. I'm a Bucs fan, but I understand football. I understand matchups. The Rams are one of the worst matchups for the Bucs. If they are, whether you want to spin it or not, they just one of the worst matchups. I want the Bucs to beat the Rams. I'm just telling y'all. Remember, I told y'all I want the Rams. I told y'all this. But I'm saying from a football perspective, the Cardinals are the better matchup. But I want the Bucs to get the Rams because I want the Bucs to exercise their demons. I want the Bucs to exercise their demons. But I also understand football. Because if the Bucs play the Cardinals, that's the easier matchup. They can beat the Cardinals. No problem. But I want the Rams. Don't get me wrong. I want the Bucs to... Remember, yeah, we owe the San Francisco... Look, Bucs fan base. We owe San Francisco a huge thank you. We do. We owe the San Francisco 49ers a huge thank you for beating the Rams. We don't have to go to LA. We don't. Thank the 49ers for beating the Rams. Because we don't got to go to LA. All I'm saying, folks, look, I want the Bucs to beat the Rams. I want the 2 teams I wanted the Bucs to really beat this year, the Rams and the Saints. The 2 teams I wanted the Bucs to beat really bad this year, the Rams and the Saints. Couldn't beat the Saints, embarrassing both times, and we couldn't beat the Rams in the regular season. Well, we got a chance to redeem ourselves. So yeah, the Rams, if they continue on with this pace and they beat the Cardinals, we owe you one. LA Rams, we owe you one. We're going to get you. You can run, but you can't hide. You got to come to Tampa. We're going to put up a fight. And from the looks of it, and I'm going to be honest with y'all. I'm going to tell y'all right now. 50-50. There's no favorite in the matchup. Based on what I've seen between both of these teams in the history, Last 2 years, 50-50 matchup. As of right now, because of some factors, I'm looking at factors. If we get the Rams in Tampa, it's a 50-50 matchup. There is no, to me, the clear favorite. Where do you get the clear favorite from? It's a 50-50 to me. Let's keep it real. Like, you can't, well, what you gonna say, 70-30 Bucs gonna beat the Rams? Even at home, you gotta be realistic. You gotta be realistic. Like, look, I'm a diehard Bucs fan, but I understand what we're going against. I understand what the Bucs are up against. It's a mental thing. It's not even physical for the Bucs. It's all here. The Bucs can beat the Rams. They can. But it's here. But even at home, it's a 50-50 game. Because you don't have any evidence saying that the Bucs can clearly beat the Rams. You don't have any clear evidence. You don't have any clear evidence. You don't have. You can't just go off of what you gonna go off the last 2 games? The last 2 games they beat us. So what clear evidence you have that we're going to beat the Rams, like, straight up? The best you can do is say 50-50 because you got to be honest with yourself. Because I want the Bucs. It's here. It's not physical. The Bucs can beat the Rams. Let's be honest. Remember the game in 2020 when the Rams beat us 27-24 and we came back towards the end? The Bucs can beat the Rams. By all means, they can beat the Rams. We can beat the Rams. We can. We can beat the Bucs can beat the Rams. We can, like, straight up. But it's here. It's all mental, man.
Just got it away. Stafford throws and through the hands of Cooper Kupp.
It's all mental. If the Bucs come in and they lock in, we're gonna be straight.
Against this zone coverage that the Cardinals are running right now, and it's almost too easy for him right now. Just took his eyes off it. You can see it right there. Doesn't look it in, which is something that this young man just does not.
I mean, the receivers will get open. Here's the thing, like you got to understand the Rams' passing attack. They don't. It's not about the quarterback in the Rams' passing attack. If y'all think it's about Matthew Stafford, it's not. It's about the scheme. They scheme guys open. They don't do all the one on the. They don't do all the one-on-ones. They don't. They scheme guys open.
This is a critical third down.
They do.
Third down, third and short.
They got the perfect scheme with the perfect players.
Right now, they're gonna have
like what can you really do? Like, to slow the Rams down, you got to be locked. The Bucs secondary. The Bucs secondary got to be locked in.
Stafford has time. Now hit as he throws. Flag comes in. Wanted Kupp. And it's knocked away. Byron Murphy on the coverage. Check the marker.
You get a flag, a hold on Murphy. Gardeck placed a huge hit on Stafford.
Before the pass was thrown, holding.
Oh, Cardinals just don't have it. Everything the Cardinals are doing right now is bad. The defensive holding, Byron Murphy holding, Jalen Thompson. You got to be, look, Bruce Arians, Byron Leftwich. You got to understand the game. You got to understand this, man. I'm telling you.
See, those are the kind of mistakes. When they keep you on the field and you see that big hit that Gardeck puts on Stafford, you can tell he can feel it mid-hit. Right in the sternum.
Well, that takes your breath away right there. I mean, you're on the ground there and you can't catch your breath. That's.
I'm telling you, dog. And also, what's kind of like what you got to understand with the Bucs pass rush. If we don't blitz, we don't get back there. I'm just giving y'all giving you the idea. Start thinking about some questions and some concerns. The Rams are a good team. The Bucs are a great team, right?
Here's Beckham Jr. He wants to throw it. Got a man on the sideline. It's Cam Akers. And the Rams aren't done yet. It's some razzle-dazzle Hollywood style. Gain of 40.
Odell Beckham.
OBJ to Akers, the longest play of the night.
Well, here's Akers in the backfield. He's just going to release after this ball. Got to make sure that's thrown backwards. That's the last play. But that ball has to be thrown backwards, and then you get back. And OBJ, I saw him throw this in practice yesterday, and he didn't throw it very well yesterday.
I'm just saying, fam.
Short. But Sean McVay came up and said, "It's okay, big fella. It's all
The
right."
Bucs D line gonna have to really get some pressure, dog. Like you might have to try to just do it without blitzing because Sean McVay is just too good. They're too good. You can't blitz them like that. You just can't do it.
So we got a timeout.
You can't blitz the Rams like 60. Like, you know, like Todd Bowles is like what the highest blitzing defensive coordinator, right? And Todd Bowles, it works against bad quarterbacks or really bad offensive schemes, right? Rookie quarterbacks, young quarterbacks. But when you got a coach like Sean McVay, you got to understand. You got to know when to blitz and when not to blitz. You got to play the game.
He's got that energy, right? You let him throw a ball, and he's gonna love you for.
You got to play the game with Sean McVay. You got to kind of like mix it up because if you just straight up blitzing every second and third down or first, he's going to pick you apart because the scheme is not about the quarterback because he won with Jared Goff. The Bucs got to match the intensity. They got to match the scheme. Don't worry about your scheme. You got to match the Rams scheme. That's the problem what I see with the Bucs defensively with the Rams offense. They don't match the Rams scheme because they think they can overpower them with their scheme. It don't work. I'm telling y'all, like, you got to understand, if the Rams win the game, it... The scheme, we can't, you can't overpower the Rams with blitzing all the time. It's not going to work. We've seen that for 2 years in a row. It don't work. Remember what I told y'all against the Bucs? Remember what I told y'all when it comes to the Bucs D-line? When it comes to really good O-lines? What did I tell you about the Bucs D-line against good O-lines? The Bucs D-line going to have to play the game of their life. Because the Bucs D-line don't do good against really good O-linemen. Like, they didn't do really good against the Eagles' defensive line, O-line. The Eagles' O-line was blocking the Bucs' pass rush, straight up. But you can't overpower the Rams by just trying to blitz them consistently. Cooper Kupp just scored a touchdown. It just don't work. It just don't work. You can't just overpower them. You have to understand. You got to let Sean McVay run his offense, but you got to be able to counter it. You get what I'm saying? You got to counter the Rams offense. I'm looking at the offense. The offense is really good. Remember, he won with Jared Goff. He upgraded with Matthew Stafford, right? We can agree with that. So with Todd Bowles blitzing 63% of the time, that is not going to work. Did I just get a super chat? Let me go back. I'm sorry. I had a super chat. Tony with the $10 super chat. Wrifs need to do some voodoo. We need him. Yes. Tristian Wrifs is in a boot. He's in a boot, folks. And what did I tell y'all before that news came out? It's going to be really hard for him to play. And you got Von Miller, who still got some juice in him. Bucs fans, get ready for Josh Wells. Just understand. I understand you want Tristian Wrifs to play, but at what cost? You got to understand the game, how it works. Because how you feel about the Bucs, it don't go your way. It goes by what is happening on out there. We speculate. We're fans. We don't dictate anything. We go by what we see and what we hear. Oh, I want Tristian Wrifs to play. I want Tristian Wrifs to play. That's how you feel. But in reality, it's going to be hard. I told you, it's going to be hard for him to play. He's in a walking boot. What part are you not understanding? Because how you feel, you want the Bucs to be on all cylinders and clicking on. And it sucks because I would have loved to see the Bucs 100% healthy against the Rams. And unfortunately, the Bucs are not 100% healthy if the Rams continue to play. It was 28-0, so... But... Remember... When I look at the Bucs D-line, I got to go back to the D-line because this is where my biggest concern. Bruce Arians and the Bucs D-line without the blitz. Because we kind of know the secondary don't hold up against the Rams passing attack. We know that, right? The Bucs D-line. They don't do good against really like Shaq Barrett and JPP don't do good against really good tackles. They don't. They Rob Havenstein and Andrew Whitworth at 40 years old. They can block Shaq Barrett, who's very small, and they can block JPP, who's very old and slow. They have no problems blocking the Bucs pass rush straight up. They don't need to chip JPP. They don't need to chip Shaq Barrett against Rob Havenstein, number 79, or a top 10 right tackle. But what did I tell you about the Bucs D-line against really good O-lines? They don't do anything. And y'all running around here as Bucs fans not thinking about that. You running around here thinking that the Bucs D-line is really like that with the blitz. Oh, they top 5 in sacks. How many of those sacks are from blitzing? Give me the sack numbers without the blitz. This is concerning, man. I'm just trying to give y'all things to look at. I believe in my team. Don't get me wrong, but it's 50-50. The game is 50-50. There is no favorite. I'm just giving y'all real football. Now, as a diehard fan, I got the Bucs winning, right? But from a football perspective, if I'm analyzing the game, if I'm looking at it I'm not talking to you as a Bucs fan. I'm talking to you as a football fan first, and I'm gonna talk to you as a Bucs fan next. But from a football perspective, break down the positions. Shaq Barrett against Rob Havenstein, or Shaq Barrett against Andrew Whitworth. What have you seen in the last 2 years? Just based on what you've seen from a football perspective. The Bucs' outside pass rush is non-existent against top right tackles and left tackles. We know this, right? So I'm not telling y'all things that y'all don't already know. Y'all know the Bucs' pass rush struggle. But if you real with yourself from a football perspective, it's 50-50 for a number of reasons. But now let me give you from a Bucs perspective. Oh, we're gonna beat the Rams. From a Bucs fan perspective, we're gonna beat them. See the two different people? There's two difference. The Bucs fan, and you get the football fan. Oh, we'll beat the Bucs. We'll beat the Rams. By all means. We're gonna bombs away. We're gonna score a lot of points. We're gonna do it. But when I switch hats and I put my football hat on and I really look at the game, when I really just look at the game and understand it for what it really is, and you can kind of say, oh, any given Sunday, that's too cliche. You got to go deeper than any given Sunday, or you have to go deep. You have to go deeper than the home field advantage with this particular matchup. If the Cardinals don't come back with this particular matchup, you have to go deeper than home field advantage or any given Sunday. You feel me? Like, I just want y'all to understand this. Like, I'm not hating or nothing like that. I'm just giving y'all things to think about because we got a lot to talk about. I just want y'all to open your minds up. You know, get your feelings out of it. Get your feelings out of it. You feel me? Get your feelings out of it and really start thinking about football, because as we break this matchup down, the Bucs and the Rams, we got to break it down for what it is. You really have to break the game down for what it is, and I'm telling y'all, one of my major concerns is the Bucs D-line against the Rams O-line. Not good enough. And that's where we get hurt at. That's what we get hurt at when we play top right, left tackles. When the D-line, if we don't blitz. Now, don't get me wrong, Todd Bowles need to blitz at least 50% of the time. But 63% of the time, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with Todd Bowles blitzing 63% of the time. I just don't agree with it. I just think it's a bad move. This is one of the games where you want to see Todd Bowles just, whoa, where did this come from? You know what I'm saying? Because if he doesn't do that, it's going to be a shootout. It's going to be that 45-55 game, right? I think the last time the Bucs beat the Rams was what, 2019? Was it 2019? When Jameis was bombs away on it, when Jameis was running the full risky no biscuit, right? It was 50-55. Think about this. The Bucs offense at that time, when Jameis Winston was running, they had to put up 55 to beat the Rams. They had to put up 55. You see how bad the Bucs defense was? They had to put up 55 to beat the Rams. Because if you don't have the solid enough defense, the Rams are going to put up a lot of points, and you got to keep up. And the Bucs had a lot of offense, and Winston was slinging that thing. Had to put up 55 to beat the Rams 3 years ago. If you start from that game, the last 3 games the Bucs played the Rams, the defense has not played well. And a lot of those guys are on the roster still. 2019, 2020, and 2021. A lot of those guys are on the roster still. So the problem, the problem is not the Bucs offense. It's really not. It's not the Bucs offense. It's not the Bucs offense. It's really not. It's the Bucs defense. That's the biggest problem. Go back the last 3 games the Bucs played the Rams. Look at the defense. Horrible. Didn't look good. Or the game in 2020, the Bucs defense did good, but it was too late. They waited till the fourth quarter to do good. That's right. 28 for 43 for 385 yards and 4 TDs. So just based on what we've seen the last 4 games, the Bucs offense gonna have to put up 30 at minimum. They're gonna have to put up 30 at minimum to beat the Rams, right? I think we can agree with that, right? I think we can agree that the Bucs offense gonna have to put up at least 30. I think we can agree with that, right? Can y'all agree with that? What y'all think? Because we're not giving early predictions, but I'm just trying to give y'all something to talk about. 30 points is the minimum to beat the Rams and I hate to say, and I hate the Bucs defense has played well, and they played really good against really bad teams and really bad quarterbacks and incompetent coaches, but it just seemed like when they play teams that got competent coaches and a competent scheme, they don't play well. So I'm just throwing it out there, 30 at least. And it sucks to say that because the Bucs defense is not horrible. It's just the secondary. It's a huge liability. It's I ain't gonna say huge liability, but it's a liability. I mean, huge liability. That means the secondary is horrible. The Bucs secondary is not horrible. It's just a liability. And who's gonna guard Cooper Kupp? And now you got the emergence of Odell Beckham, you got Higbee, you got the running backs, you got other tight end, you got number 18, the receiver. You get what I'm saying? Like, the Bucs have a major problem with shifty guys. They do. The Bucs secondary have serious problems guarding shifty guys. So what are we gonna do? We're gonna bracket coverage Odell Beckham, or are we gonna let Jamel Dean guard Odell Beckham one-on-one and double Cooper Kupp? Is that the plan, right? I mean, I would try that. You one-on-one with Odell Beckham, and if he eats, but you don't let Cooper Kupp beat you. You don't let Tyler Higbee beat you. You get what I'm saying? You got to go to the heart of the Rams defense, and the Cardinals are actually trying that. The Cardinals are actually fully focused on Cooper Kupp. Cooper Kupp, like what? Cooper Kupp got what? 2 or 3 catches? Look at the score. So if Odell Beckham gonna beat us one-on-one, and I would rather live with that and to watch Cooper Kupp eat Carlton Davis up, eat Murphy Bunting up, eat Jamel Dean up. You get what I'm saying? I don't want Cooper Kupp and Tyler Higbee eating the Bucs up in the middle of the field. Bracket both of them. Bracket, especially Cooper Kupp. Cooper Kupp is the engine on the field. I will guard Odell Beckham one-on-one. Look, you gotta live. You gotta pick your poison. You let OBJ. You gotta beat one-on-one OBJ. It is what it is. And if he come up with 11 catches for 100 yards, so be it. The goal here is to beat the Rams. It's here. If Odell Beckham go off, but you gotta double Cooper Kupp. And the Cardinals are actually trying that, and it's not working. So that's kind of a concern. And the Cardinals defense is not super bad. In a way, the Cardinals defense is kind of like the Bucs. A good front seven and a secondary suspect. Remember, I told y'all this. There are 2 teams that are the worst matchups for the Bucs. I'm gonna repeat. There are 2 teams that are the worst matchup for the Bucs. Saints and the Rams. The other 29 teams, we can beat them. Even the Bills, the Chiefs. The Chiefs are not a bad matchup for the Bucs. The Bills are not a bad matchup for the Bucs. The Bills are a distant third, based on what I've seen. Saints number 1, the Rams number 2, and the Bills are a distant third as far as matchups. And you could throw the Chiefs in there probably in maybe number 4, number 5. but they're so far behind the Saints, and the Rams are kind of they're not close to the Saints, but they're number 2, but they're kind of like you got the Saints here as far as matchups, and then you got the Rams a lot like right here, and then you got the Rams here, and then you got the Bills. See the gaps? There's gaps, and then you got the Bills, then you got the Chiefs, and then you got the Packers. You know what I'm saying? You have to kind of lay it out. Just lay it out. The teams left in the playoffs. Just lay it out. Who's the worst matchup for the Bucs? Go look at the 32 teams. Go look at the 29 teams or the other 31 teams and rank the matchups wise. Go rank the matchups. What did I? Go rank who's the best, who's the worst matchup from the worst to the best. Folks, the tape don't lie. You can tell me what you want to tell me, and that's fine. You can tell me what you want to tell me, but I'm gonna always refer to you to film. And we can, and if you don't agree with what I'm saying, that's cool, because we can sit back and watch the last 3 games, Bucs versus Rams, and we can literally sit here and do a live stream, and we can watch all 3 games together. The last 3 games, we can sit back and watch all 3 games together, and we can break it down. Remember, we can break all 3 of those games down, and you look at the defense. Look how they played. Not good. How many chances is the Bucs defense at this current state going to get? At some point, the Bucs defense gotta understand, like, okay, we got him. Remember the Georgia Bulldogs and the Alabama Crimson Tide? Georgia couldn't get over the hump. They kept losing to Alabama. They just kept losing to Alabama. Kirby Smart couldn't figure it out. He made some adjustments defensively. That's all the Bucs got to do. Once the Bucs make the adjustments defensively, they're going to beat the Rams. But the question is how much adjustments can Todd Bowles do? Because Todd Bowles, he's basically is going to impose his will, his defensive scheme. He doesn't care what you. The thing about Todd Bowles' defense, he's very aggressive. He don't care what you're running. He don't care. He's gonna just keep blitzing, and it works. The history shows it. But he gotta have that. He gotta have the pieces to do it. It didn't work with the Jets because they didn't have any pieces. It worked with the Cardinals when he was a BA with the Cardinals in 2013. It worked then. They got to the Super Bowl right then. It worked with the Bucs once he got all the pieces together. Todd Bowles likes to enforce his will with his defense. And it worked against a lot of teams. It works. It really does. It really works. It really works. He imposes his defensive scheme over your offensive scheme. But remember, there's only a few offensive schemes that could overcome Todd Bowles' defensive scheme. One of those offenses is the Rams. The Bucs are basically Georgia. When it comes to the Rams and Bucs, the Bucs are Georgia, right? Really good. They just got to figure it out. That's what the Bucs defense is. The Bucs are the Georgia Bulldogs, and the Rams are the Alabama. I'm not saying with the championships. Get out your feelings. I'm just talking about just the matchups. It's just gotta figure it out. They gotta make some adjustments. Like, you really gotta make some adjustments. You really do. You just can't go in there with the same game plan. It's just not gonna work. Because I'm telling you, I'm gonna know pretty quick on how the game gonna go. I'm just saying, like, you'll figure out how by the second quarter, you're gonna kind of see how the game gonna go. Because and the Bucs got to play all 4 quarters. You feel me? You got to play 4 quarters. You can't play this 2-quarter thing or this 1-quarter thing. You can't do that. And I'm telling y'all, I'm going to give y'all some more concerns, but I'm just trying to throw some things out there so we can dialogue for the rest of the week. Because y'all can see the game. I'm saying you got to play 4 quarters. You can't lollygag in the second quarter. You can't. And, the Rams have the lead at halftime. They're pretty good when they have the lead. So, all these things, it's mental, man. The Bucs are Kirby Smart. The Rams are Nick Saban. Make some small adjustments. fool the Rams. Maybe run the ball more. You get what I'm saying? Like, just it's hard for me to say that the Bucs will beat the Rams straight up with the same game plan. We've seen that. We've seen the game plan for 3 seasons. 2019, 20, and 2021. We've seen pretty much the game plan. So 2019, it was no risk and no biscuit. We had to score 55 points, and the defense allowed 45. We would have lost that game if the offense wasn't shredding the Rams defense. 2020, the Bucs, no risk and no biscuit. It was 90% no risk and no biscuit, 10% New England style. Didn't work. 2020-21, 70-30 New England style, no risk and no biscuit. Didn't work. You see the difference? The gap is too big. You can't go 70-30 no risk and no biscuit. I mean, 70. You got to be balanced. The game plan is not working. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand. The Bucs, what the Bucs have done for these last 2 seasons, the game plan is not working. So, me as a Bucs fan, I just want to see something different. I just want to see something different because I'm going to scratch my head if I see the same thing. I'm really going to scratch my head. And then, not only the Bucs got to figure this out, they have to adjust the game plan because if Tristian Wrifs don't play, that's a huge loss. That's a huge loss. Tristian Wrifs not playing, if he don't play, remember, folks, he's in a walking boot. That's serious. Oh, no, Tristian Wrifs is tough. He'll get over it. Really? So let me hurt your ankle, and I'm going to put you in a walking boot and see if you play Sunday. No practice or nothing. It's a reason why teams practice during the week. The walkthroughs, the film studying. So let me hurt your ankle, and let me turn around and tell you, oh, yeah, you'll be fine in 5 days. Are you delusional? I've seen a couple of Bucs fans talking about, oh, Tristian Wrifs, he's tough. He'll be out there. Really? Have you played with a really bad ankle? Professionally? I want Bucs fans to understand. Humble yourself. Hashtag what you're doing. Think about it. Get out your feelings. I just want you to get out your feelings. Oh, Tristian Wrifs is tough. He's going to be out there. Don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? He going to block. Come on, man. My Justin Timberlake face. You really think Tristian Wrifs is going to be 100% by game time? If we had a bye, sure. 2 weeks. Even in 2 weeks, he wouldn't be 100%. So I just want y'all to understand. Josh Wells is a high probability that he's going to be out there. You might not like that, and you saw Josh Wells. Von Miller got some juice in him. Leonard Floyd, Von Miller. The Rams D-line is deeper than the Bucs D-line. They're like 7 deep, 8 deep. Ryan Jensen a little hobbled a little bit. But luckily, the Bucs are getting Fournette back, Ronald Jones back, Cyrus Grayson back. So, and then you got to think about Raheem Morris. Raheem Morris would love to get this victory. Well, they fired the Bucs. The Bucs fired him. Chest bumping and all that. And Raheem Morris would love to get the victory. I mean, this is what a passing game for the Bucs. The passing game that we've seen against the Eagles, will it work against the Rams? Yeah, it can work. It can work. I ain't gonna front. It can work, but it has to be perfect. It has to be perfect. Can't have no hiccups. The 3 and outs and all that stuff. You gotta hit. Because the passing game can work. Efficient passing, it can work. Yeah, it definitely can work. Don't get me wrong. But man, it just comes down to the Bucs defense. Look at that. See that right there? Comes down to the Bucs defense. It really does. Like, it's never, to me, I'm not like, oh, the Bucs offense would be fine. It really is. The Bucs offense will be fine. It's just, it's just, that's why I kind of wish the defense was playing a lot better. I really wish the Bucs defense was playing a lot better, specifically in the secondary and pass rush. And that's the problem I have. It's like, man, you feel me? Like, you kind of wish the Bucs defense was playing a lot better. That's why the Eagles game, it's hard to get a grasp based on the Eagles game. You know what I'm saying? It's that Eagles game, man. It's like, it's hard to really pinpoint what you're getting out of the Bucs defense because we don't know. Unless Todd Bowles got something special lined up, I'm hoping he got something different lined up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to see the same thing. And I'm telling y'all, I'm going to keep saying it's that D-line, man. That D-line. And all I'm doing is, I just want y'all, I'm just talking because I'm going with the Bucs, of course. I'm just giving y'all talking points. It's about the defense. It's not about the Bucs offense. It's really not. I think the Bucs offense will be fine. My major concern is Bruce Arians and the Bucs defense, specifically the pass rush. So crazy. I'm more concerned about the pass rush than the secondary. I am. Think about that for a second. I'm more concerned about the Bucs pass rush because I just haven't seen it. Even in the Eagles game, I was like, man, what's going on with the pass rush, man? Jalen Hurts had clean pockets to make good throws. Of course, he's not good enough. At least Matthew Stafford's good enough to make those throws and stand in the pocket. That pass rush got to have the game of the year. I'm going to repeat, I'm not worried about the Bucs offensively, to be honest with you. I think we're going to put up some points. It's just, can the defense do what they're supposed to do? That is the major concern. Y'all know this. I mean, I'm not telling y'all something that y'all don't know. I think y'all know what the business is. Y'all know the defense, especially the D-line, got to come through. Because it's hard to blitz. It's hard to blitz every down. It really is. If the Bucs can get that pass rush right, I think we'll be straight. I really do. I'm telling y'all. Okay, let me. Okay, I see some comments that's kind of like head scratching. So let me help you out. All right, so I'm gonna say this one last time, or probably not one last time, but I'm gonna say this again. Every year is different. When you start reflecting, see, this is what I'm saying. Sometimes the Bucs fans just, it's a little bit. It's a small group. They just don't get it. They try to live in this anecdotal world of drawing a parallel universe to the current state. Like, it's a head scratcher sometimes. Like, do you got a DeLorean? I mean, we can punch in 2021 in February, and we can get into the DeLorean and go 85 miles an hour, Back to the Future style, Michael J. Fox style. But that's not how the world works. The reality don't work off of what you think. The world don't spin around how you feel. You can feel what you want to feel, but it just head scratching. Sometimes we get Bucs fans that just like to try to reference and try to use something that's already happened. That's why I try to tell y'all, no season is the same. Well, last year. That's last year. What are you seeing right now? What are you seeing? Stop trying to do this. Like, what's wrong? Like, do you understand football? Last year, we won the Super Bowl. I don't care about last year when it comes to the next game, this season. What we did last year is not going to have no reference to this game, whether it's the Cardinals or the Rams. It will have no effect. Let it go. L-I-G it. You got L-F-G or L-I-G. Let it go. Let it go. Well, last season, you know what I'm saying? No season is the same. Okay, cool. Last season. Do the exact same thing last season against the Rams next weekend. See what happens. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead. Okay, cool. Let's just go with that. Let's just go with that thought process. Okay, Bucs fans. I hope the Bucs do the exact same thing they did against the Rams last season. If we're gonna use that narrative, that angle, okay, Bucs, do the exact same thing you did last year against the Rams. See what happens. Since we're gonna do that, since we're gonna use, well, last year the Bucs won Super Bowl. Cool. Okay, well, last year the Bucs lost to the Rams, so do the exact same thing. This time, do it against the Rams in the playoffs. Exact same offense, exact same defense, exact same play calls. See what I'm saying? You can't have it both ways. You can't use last season to make your point. It doesn't work with me. I'm gonna eat you alive. I'm gonna eat you alive with football talk. You're not gonna win. It's not gonna work with me. I'm not yelling at that. I just want y'all to understand. Football. Every season is different. What we did last season, I told y'all this. What we did last season does not affect this season. Do y'all understand that simple concept? Can I get a yes? Can I get a simple yes? Do you understand what we did last season has no effect on this season? That's two different seasons. So you can spin it how you want to spin it about last season. I don't care. I really don't. When it comes to this season, I don't care. I don't care what we did last season when it comes to 2022 playoffs. I don't care. Has no effect. The effect that it could have if you run the exact same thing. What did I tell y'all at the beginning of the season when the Bucs played the Rams? What did I tell y'all? Does anybody remember that? Does anybody remember what I told y'all when the Bucs played the Rams this past season? About last season? The effect. Remember when I told y'all this? What we did last season? We got a Super Bowl. Congratulations. Cool. What did I tell y'all when the Bucs played the Rams this past season? Doesn't matter what we did last season. And what happened? The Bucs lose. The Rams got lucky. No, they didn't. They just beat us. See, that's what I'm saying. You can't spin it. You can't keep making excuses. People think because what they feel is the reality. The reality is the Rams beat the Bucs 2 times. Straight up. You can spin it how you want to spin it. The Rams beat the Bucs. Like, what are you trying to justify? Because some of you just really don't understand that you think because what you see against the Eagles and the Falcons and the Colts, look, we got the dubs. I get it. But when it comes to the Rams specifically, I'm just trying to get y'all to put it in the box. We're not talking about what the Bucs did in 2021, winning the Super Bowl, and we're just talking about the Bucs versus the Rams. What is your eyes telling you? What is your eyes telling you when we play the Rams? Not the Falcons, not the Jets, not the Panthers, not the Eagles. Against the Rams. What is it telling you? What part are you not understanding? Like, seriously, I just want to, you're going out, you're reaching. What did I tell y'all this season? The games I circled. Do y'all remember the games I circled that mattered? What did I tell y'all? What did I tell you about the games that mattered? What games did I circle? Don't worry, I'll wait. What did I tell you about the rest of the games? What did I tell y'all? What games did I circle this season that mattered, that really mattered, that can affect, down the road in the playoffs? What did I tell y'all? I'm telling y'all, man. I'm not lying here. I'm being honest. I circled the Rams game. I circled the Buffalo game. I circled the Saints game. Didn't I do that? Didn't I say 14-3? Didn't I circle those games? Bills, Saints, Rams. And what did the Bucs do? 1-3. It's not me. It's not me. It's what happened. See what I'm saying? You can't, no matter what you say against me, what actually happened? Oh, the Bucs won 13. Yeah, but what games did I circle? Like, the Bucs beat the teams that they're supposed to beat. But the games I was really concerned about were the big games. Saints, Rams, Bills. 1-3. Doesn't matter how you think about me talking. You can talk about me all you want to, but what does the facts tell you? And the Buffalo game was a risky one because the Buffalo could have came back and won that game. Pay attention, folks. I do this. My predictions this season has been really good. I'm undefeated in the playoffs. I'm undefeated right now in the playoffs. My predictions has been on point. It's not me. I just watch football. Don't get mad at me. The Bucs are 1-3 against the games I circled. I'm gonna repeat that. The games I circled, the games that I said that mattered, not what you said. I'm talking about what I said on BucosLocker. The games I circled that mattered. 1-3. I'm just trying to get y'all to understand thought process. Well, the Bucs beat the Colts and they beat the Eagles and they beat the Cowboys and they beat the Patriots and okay, I wasn't concerned about those games. What's your point? You're spinning in circles with me. Oh, the Bucs beat the Dolphins. Okay, cool. And the Bucs beat the Bears. Okay. They beat the Giants. All right. They beat the Colts. Okay. Okay, what's your point? Like, I'm just trying to. What's your point? You're talking to me like I didn't see the same games. Yeah, the Bucs beat those teams, but that's not the games I was concerned about. I'm gonna repeat: 1-3 in the games I circled, and you would have been 0-4 if it wasn't for Tom Brady coming through and the offense coming through in overtime. It's not me, folks. This is what makes playoffs so good, because when you got two good teams, they going at it. It just comes down to who got the better scheme. You know, who got the better scheme that day. And all I'm saying is, I just want y'all to understand, the Bucs can't do the same thing. It's not going to work. I love my team, but what they've done the last 2 years is not going to work. Defensively. Oh, matter of fact, the last 3 years, it hasn't worked. Todd Bowles got here in 2019. Defense didn't work against the Rams. I don't care about the other teams. We're talking about right now, the Bucs about to play the Rams. 2020, the Bucs defense didn't work against the Rams. 2021, Todd Bowles and his defense didn't work. What more do you need to see? Todd Bowles got to make an adjustment. You. That's what I'm saying. My point. Todd Bowles got to make an adjustment. If he make an adjustment, the Bucs will win kind of easy. I kind of gave it a layout. 1-on-1, OEJ, bracket Cooper Kupp. And you let Matthew Stafford beat you with everybody else. Like, what's so hard about that? I ain't going to say it. It's easier said than done. You train, you spar. It's not as easy as you look. It's not as easy as it looks, right? It's not as easy as it looks. If that makes sense, right? Yeah. It's not as easy as it looks. You feel me? But I just kind of gave y'all my perspective on what the Bucs should do against the Rams. Coming up. Just you got to shut down Cooper Kupp. You got to. You got to, man. Like, let's be real. You got to shut down Cooper Kupp. Like, I don't think we can. Y'all know what I'm talking about, man. You got to shut down Cooper Kupp. You can't allow him to run around like that. You just can't do it. I mean, because I'm going to roll with my team regardless. But I'm also think about it from a full perspective. Because I want the Bucs to win. I want the Bucs to beat the Saints. Beat the Rams. But I also understand what the Bucs got to do. I understand what the Bucs got to do against the Rams. Because from what I've seen, it hasn't worked. So let me ask y'all this question as I wrap this video up. Will the same game plan work? Will the same game plan work against the Rams? Like if the Bucs run the same exact game plan, will it work? I gotta be honest. Will it work? Is it? I mean, because I just gotta see something different. That's all I'm saying. The Bucs can win the game, but it just can't be the same thing. That's all I'm saying. Like it can't be the same thing. It's not going to work. What is the negative energy that I'm getting from some of you Bucs fans? Oh yeah, no, the Bucs don't need to do nothing different. They can run the same thing. It's going to work. Like it's like insanity. What's the definition? What is it called when you're doing the same thing, expecting different results, and you're getting the same results? Doing the same thing, getting the same result, expecting something different. Is it called insanity, right? The Bucs is not insane. That's not an insane team, right? It's not the regular season, folks. If it was the regular season, you can get away with it. But this is the playoffs. We didn't play the Rams in the playoffs last season. But we're talking about a one-game go-home type situation. You can't be struggling. You can't be, what? No. It has to be, you have to play perfect. Like, you have to be damn near perfect to beat the Rams. You feel me? This is win and go home. This ain't no regular season, folks. We played the Rams twice in the regular season. It's a regular season, so you got other games to play. But this is one game. They ain't got time to be what you doing, Todd Bowles. Todd Bowles got to come in with some changes. Not saying a wholesale change, but he just got to make some adjustments because you can't just be that stubborn.
Grabs and throws to the ground. Rodney Hudson on the inside. They've been under siege all night long. The Rams' pass rush has been just ferocious.
You can't be that. You can't be that. Look at the Cardinals. The Rams D line has turned it up. Are y'all seeing this? The Rams D line is they on point. The Rams defense the D line is on point. Like they are all over the place.
Playoff record in the NFL is 58, by the way. On the way and good. Cardinals try to stay in this one. Down 20.
Cardinals down 20. That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying is like I said, my biggest concern is the Bucs D line. The last three matchups, the Bucs D line hasn't done anything against the Rams O line. That's all I'm saying. Like y'all know me when it comes to the trenches. I'm all about the trenches. You know, and in the trenches, the Bucs just don't cut it against that scheme. That's all. I mean, like, am I lying? I mean, I know. Am I lying? Oh, the Bucs ranked top 5 in sacks. All right, cool. So what about the sacks against the Rams? This past season, how many sacks they got? How many sacks are they getting without the blitz? You're putting the thing about it. You're putting your secondary in jeopardy, blitzing that much. Like literally, you're putting your secondary in jeopardy. Secondary is not the greatest. It's not bad. It's just Todd Bowles is putting that secondary in jeopardy against the Rams. Man, you can't do that. You can't do that against the Rams. Because guess what? What happens when the blitz is blocked? It's game time. Rushing Devin White up the middle, blitzing him up the middle. I'm telling you, he gets blocked. It's game time. If Jalen Hurts had any pocket awareness, he would have had some big plays.
You want to get again?
We're completely out of flour.
I'm trying to order more, but this site's so bad.
The Eagles O-line blocked the Bucs D-line for the most part. For the most of the game, the Eagles O-line did a great job. Vita had some pressure, but It was spot. It was like here. It was like too spread apart with his pressures. He eats up space. He's not a pass rusher, so I'm not even mad at Vita Vea because he's not a pass rusher like that. So every now and then he'll give you 1 or 2, maybe 3 moves out the game rushing the passer, but I'm not expecting him to rush the passer. But if you go back and watch that game, number 68, their left tackle, and Lane Johnson, the right tackle, was shut down JPP and Shaq. But did Shaq Barrett do anything outside of that interception? Hell of an interception, by the way. Hell of an interception. But what did he get any sacks? What did he do anything outside of the interception? Like, seriously.
Lights are bright in Las Vegas. They will be when the league's 88 best players face off the
That's all, and it's crazy. I'm glad we got the home game, folks. I am glad we got the home game. Man, oh man, that would have been, boy.
At ProBowl.com or watch the excitement on ABC, ESPN, and ESPN Deportes. Speaking of the Pro Bowl,
I'm glad we got the home game.
is on their way for the first of many more years to come. Getting the Triple Crown. Winners since the 1970 merger: Jerry Rice, Sterling Sharp, Steve Smith. And this season, Cup becomes the 4th to lead the NFL in receptions, yards.
I'm glad we got the home game, folks. I'm really glad about that. Thank you, 49ers. But all I'm saying is, it's going to be a fun game, folks. I mean, the game ain't over yet. Cooper Kupp got 16 yards receiving tonight. The Rams defense showed up. 2 interceptions. Cooper Kupp got 16 yards, and the Rams are winning 31-11.
Here's Cam Akers. Sean Lawrence make the tackle for Arizona. And there he is, the Pro Football Hall of Famer. Had the neck brace, the glasses going, but it was all perfect.
The Rams are winning 31-11. Cooper Kupp, 16 yards received. I'm just hoping y'all understand, man. Like, I'm glad we got the home game. Well, I just got a feeling we're going to score 30 points. I'm just saying. We're going to score 30 at minimum. This might, and you know what? I wouldn't be mad if it's a shootout. I wouldn't even be mad. I'm not going to be mad at all.
Stafford's not done throwing. Set it up for Akers. Makes one-man miss. Down the sideline. Dennis Garnick is still reaching for him. The flag comes in. 13 and it stands.
Holding. Offense number 63. Penalty ran for half the distance to the goal. Second down.
It doesn't. Austin Corbin was...
If the Cardinals can make a stop right here, the game will get interesting.
Yeah. It was almost a tackle. And offensive linemen like to do that sometimes.
If the Cardinals can get a stop right here, it's going to get really interesting. The game ain't over yet, folks. I'm just telling y'all, look at the game. It's not over yet. If the Cardinals can get a stop right here, it's going to get interesting. Pressure going to heat up on Stafford and Sean McVay.
Just got it away. Here's Akers trying to give him some breathing room, lowers his shoulder. And he's out beyond the 13-yard line. Again, Akers had that torn Achilles in July. And so much talk about NFL players and their doctors. Dr. Elitrosh gets all the credit for Akers and his rehab. Elitrosh described having getting the torn Achilles back together is like stitching together
30 points, man. We need 30.
of 2 mops. Yeah, think about that. That's a heck of a visual, right?
Cam Akers is really good.
Worked on Tom Brady. Worked on the Brady.
Had surgery in July. He had Achilles injury in July. He's back in January. That's crazy. Like medicine, the medical field has improved.
Flag comes in, and Stafford still fighting. He wanted that free play. Wonder why they blew it dead. 8 minutes to go.
If the Cardinals can get a stop, man, it's going to get interesting. All I'm saying is it ain't over yet, folks.
been a long weekend of these kind of conversations.
Dog, Cam Akers had an Achilles injury in July. Here we are in January, so that's August, September, October, November, December. 6 months. He had an Achilles injury. Do y'all understand the medical game has improved? So ACLs and PCLs and MCLs and Achilles and all that stuff can be healed in 6 to 8 months. It used to be like a whole year. It used to be a whole year. When you hurt your Achilles, you was done for the year. The medicine has improved. Somebody sent I seen a video, who was it? The medicine has advanced, bruh.
Cards rush 5. There's Cooper Kupp up the middle. Kupp trying to break away.
Cooper Kupp again.
Good for 29.
And just watch the release. Look, if you're sitting outside leverage and you don't have someone who's at second level.
Cooper Kupp is a monster. Jameis Winston tore his ACL and MCL. I seen a video of him dropping back, doing moves with doing the shuffle. He tore his ACL 3 months ago. 65 days ago, Winston tore his ACL, and this dude is up there doing quarterback shuffles at the doctor's office. JJ Watt about to come back. Dog, this medical advancement is real, folks. JJ Watt is coming back. Well, he didn't play tonight, but I'm saying JJ Watt could have came back. If the Cardinals would have won this game, JJ Watt would have came back in the playoffs. That's right. So if people worried about Chris Godwin, I think Chris Godwin's gonna be all right. He's gonna be fine. He's gonna be back. He'll be back for training camp. Look, JJ Watt played today, right? I'm saying, like, dude, it's crazy. He played tonight. That's cool. Cooper Kupp is a beast.
For 16, there is no receiver in the National Football League that has a better understanding of defenses, field, leverage. I mean, he's almost impossible to cover.
Can anybody guard Cooper Kupp, man?
1,000 yards after the catch this year. And since he's come into the league, 2,500 plus yards after the catch.
He's not even, and think about Cooper Kupp, it's not even a burner. He's not even a burner like that. He's what Wes Welker and Julian Edelman combined in one. Yeah, Derrick Henry back. Yeah, Derrick Henry came back. The medical advancement is crazy, folks.
Sony Michel through a few. NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell in attendance here tonight. Sitting amongst Curtis Martin, Torrey Holt. We'll talk about Rams royalty, Jackie Slater.
Say, don't forget Big Jackie. No. Hey, that right there. Yeah, that's royalty, all right there.
One of the great tackles in history.
Oh, my goodness.
Hey, speaking of the Rams, I guarantee you there are some Ram fans saying,
Yeah, Godwin. So who's better, Cooper Kupp or Chris Godwin? Let me ask y'all this question. Cooper Kupp or Chris Godwin? I'm gonna go with Chris Godwin. I think Chris Godwin's better. That's just my personal opinion. Cooper Kupp or Chris Godwin? I got Chris Godwin.
I'm sure Tampa Bay has been working on Los Angeles for a long time already. Certainly here tonight.
I got Godwin.
Larry Fitzgerald.
I think Chris Godwin's better.
Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. Never a shortage of A-listers.
Why is Jay-Z at the game?
Like Jay-Z here in Los Angeles. Pretty cool, isn't it? In this beautiful building. We'll be back in 15 seconds after this.
I think Godwin's a better all-around receiver. Chris the guy, right? Everybody's saying Godwin, yeah. You said Cooper Kupp. Okay, explain to me how Cooper Kupp better. You don't think Godwin can put those numbers up if he got those targets? You don't think Godwin can get 120, 150, 115 catches?
It's the refresh itself.
I think Godwin can get 115 catches and 1,800 yards. We just chuck the ball to Godwin all the time.
It's only a 6-hour drive
The Cardinals choked.
from here to Arizona, but
God, Kyler Murray is so beta.
that's a long flight. These Arizona Cardinals, 8-1 on the road this season.
So beta.
Started out so promising at 7-0. Stumbled down the stretch.
I'm talking about football. I ain't talking about no rings, man. Stop that. We're not doing that. Football, not rings, man. Rings are a team game. Come on, man. Think. I'm talking about individual play on the field. Who's better? I got Chris Godwin.
On 3rd and 9. Stafford looking to get out of there. He's not done yet. He wanted that line to gain.
How about that?
Got 6. 4th down.
Spun out of there, and he's like, hey, man, Kyler Murray can do this. I'm gonna take it. And he's been watching Tom Brady, too. You know, Tom's had a couple of times this year where he's gotten out of there in high steps. And he's like, he put his hand up like, where's everybody?
The Rams have taken nearly 6 minutes off the clock on this drive.
I gotta give it to Sean McVay, man. Sean McVay can coach, man.
For Super Bowl 56, the NFL's brightest stars will be recognized for the best plays and moments from this 20.
On the field, who's better, Chris Godwin or Cooper Kupp? I got Chris Godwin. All-around player on the field. On the field. Right now. What are we not getting here? Like, what are we? What's the problem? What's the problem? I mean, what are we not understanding here? It's very simple. Who's better on the field? That's route running, catching, blocking. Because Godwin can get 1,800 yards too if he was in Sean McVay's system, getting targeted a lot. Cooper Kupp has been targeted like crazy. Godwin can put up those same numbers. Godwin can put up the same numbers. If he was getting the targets.
The NFL and career scholars are providing training and access to people often excluded from tech careers because of education inequality. Together, our access can be equal no matter where we're from.
I think Chris Godwin's better, man. Cooper Kupp is a beast, though. All right, I got a better question. Who's better? Right now, who's better? Cooper Kupp or Justin Jefferson? Who's better, Cooper Kupp or Justin Jefferson? Cooper Kupp is not old. He's not old. Like mid-20s, like 25, 26. Cooper Kupp or Justin Jefferson? Right now. I'm gonna go with Jefferson. I'm just telling y'all what I see. Justin Jefferson, man. I'm taking. Let me give it Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson, dog. I'm sorry, dog. That dude is nasty. All right, Cooper Kupp and Jamar Chase. Cooper Kupp and Jamar Chase. I'm gonna go with Chase. I'm just looking at it like straight up. I play receiver, so I'm looking at a lot of things. Like, jeez, Chase and Jefferson ain't no joke, dog. I'm just keeping it real. Keeping it real. I'm just keeping it real, man. Chase is a monster, man. Jesus Christ, the Bengals gonna be a problem. Cooper Cooper Kupp, Mike Evans, right now. Who would you rather have? Who's better? Cooper Kupp or Mike Evans? Right now. Cooper Kupp, Mike Evans. Who you got? Cooper Kupp, Mike Evans. Who you got? Right now. Right now. Cooper Kupp, Mike Evans. Right now. I'm not talking about what you did 8 years ago and 5. I'm talking about right now. Right now. I'm not talking about what you did 3 years ago, 4 years ago. Right now. Don't give me that last year crap or 2 years ago, 3 years ago stuff. Give me right now. Raheem Morris has done a hell of a job tonight. You got to give it to Raheem Morris, man. He's done his thing tonight. The Cardinals choked. So D-Hop didn't play tonight. That's interesting. Hopkins didn't play tonight. That's bad.
Him against Byron Leftwich next week. Another guy, another coach that, a young coach that is going to get some opportunities, an unbelievable coach. That matchup between...
Ooh! Can't wait till next week.
Byron's worried about his starting right tackle, Tristian Wrifs. Yeah, he is. A right ankle sprain, played just 7 snaps over the weekend.
Okay, so you got Byron Leftwich offense versus Raheem Morris defense.
They definitely need to make sure they shore that up and get Tristian as healthy as they possibly can.
3rd and 15. Murray throwing. It's Kirk with a short gain. Dion pulls him out. Gain of 6.
Byron Leftwich offense versus Raheem Morris defense. That's gonna be a good matchup. Y'all think Vance Joseph gonna get another head coach job? The Cardinals. Y'all think the Cardinals DC gonna get another head coaching job?
Tommy's watching this game right now, and he's in the back of his head. He's like, those guys got me earlier in the year. They beat us 34-24 in week 3, and I'm looking for my revenge.
Kyler Murray body language is so bad. Y'all think Vance Joseph gonna get another head coaching job?
Yeah, well, you're talking about 2 Hall of Famers in Aaron Donald, 3-time Defensive Player of the Year, Von Miller, one of the best pass rushers that this game has ever seen, and they have made their presence felt, as have the rest of this Rams defensive front. And you see, when the pass rush and coverage go together, it usually turns out to be beautiful, beautiful, sweet music. Aaron Donald's over there on the sideline right now cheering on the guys on the field. And I've been a part of games where you have these kind of defensive performances and team performances.
Boy, the Rams look tough right now.
It's contentment for now, knowing you get to play.
Yeah, I like Vance Joseph, man.
And if the season isn't over, that's a beautiful feeling.
Up 23. Stafford still in the game.
I think Vance Joseph needs another year or 2. He got a raw deal in Denver.
Well, and they got to feel pretty confident too. I mean, I know that last week was a hard.
I think Vance Joseph will get another job.
49ers, but they got to feel confident knowing. Listen, they've already played the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and they beat them. Now that was a different Bucs team. I'll give you that. Granted, that was a team that did not run the football well in that game. fact, they only had 35 yards rushing in that game. Tom Brady was the leading rusher in the game. That's how bad it was. And despite the fact no Fournette and no Rojo yesterday, they got contributions from Keyshawn Vaughn and Giovanni Bernard, and they ran the football, and that's what they're going to need to do next week against these Rams.
So that's a different Bucs team. It's a very different Rams team, too. Odell Beckham Jr., Bob Miller.
Yeah,
Here's the week 3 matchup, the quarterback comparison.
the Rams won 34-24 last week 3. Rams beat the Bucs easily. Brady threw the ball 55 times in week 3.
Those two will hook up again Sunday in the early afternoon window. The divisional playoffs. 2-minute warning here in Los Angeles.
Brady threw the ball 55 times and lost by 10. That's not the point. He threw the ball 55 times, had a good game, lost by 10, and it wasn't even that close. It made it looked like it was closer, but it wasn't that close. It was garbage points at the end. Garbage. The Rams easily won that game. Brady threw the ball 55 times. Brady was the leading rusher. You lost by 10. The Bucs lost by 10 points, and they threw the ball 55 times. And you look at Brady's numbers, you're like, man, 41 for 55? You know, we had, this and that. Garbage yards. Stafford had 4 touchdowns. The Bucs threw the ball 55 times and lost by 10. What kind of game plan is that? That's what I'm saying. It's not going to work. Chucking the ball around don't work. You got to run the ball. You gotta have an element of running the ball.
Streams this amazing, and that's for everyone to enjoy. Good stream, aren't you? It's a Disney bundle, streaming at its best. Are you kidding me?
Let me ask you this question. So if the Bucs throw the ball 45 times, you think the Bucs gonna win? No, 50. If the Bucs have the same game plan they had in week 3, do you think the Bucs win? Let's be honest. Let's talk football. Do you think the Bucs will win throwing the ball 55 times next week? This Sunday coming up. Remember, they threw the ball 55 times, lost by 10, and it really wasn't even that close. The Rams easily beat the Bucs in week 10. Use your brain, folks. Oh, Tom Brady, No. Team victory. Gotta run the ball at least 20 times. Balance. Balance is going to keep the Rams defense.
We'll see you back on the studio side in just a little bit. Scott Van Pelt, Sports Center coming up.
Telling y'all, folks, y'all got to understand how this works. 55 times ain't going to work, chucking the ball around. I know you love Brady and all that, but, man, that's not going to work. I think Brady understands that. It's playoff Brady.
On the ground, that's Jake Funk.
Playoff Brady.
So happy for Matthew Stafford. He talked about going to the playoffs with the Lions.
I think it's going to be different. I think it's going to be more balanced. I think they understand. They understand. I think he understands, like, look, got to try to run the ball. The 49ers did it. Why the Bucs can't do it? Fournette going to be healthy. Ronald Jones going to be healthy. Run the freaking ball. This will be the perfect game to do that. Get physical. See, the Bucs got to get physical with the Rams. They got to get physical.
You know what? Look, if you're Matthew Stafford, you love the fact that
You gotta get physical. All this finesse stuff and cutie. Get real. Get big. Quit the little fancy dancy crap. Chucking the ball around. Get physical. Match physicality with physicality. That's how we're gonna beat the Rams. Raise the level of physicality. It's not about how you do it, right? It's not about, okay, how many times you do it. It's about how physical can you be. You can't be soft against the Rams. We've seen this last 2 games. Can't be soft. Last 2 games, the Bucs were soft. They were soft. They were soft too much of the game. They weren't soft the whole game, but they were soft too much of the game.
Manager of the Rams as well. Remember we talked to him earlier in the season. So they're going to trade for the 2 first-round, the 2 number 1 picks, first-round picks. Had to throw in a sweetener of a 3rd-round pick. And he's like, I really didn't want to do it, but I'm thinking, you know what? What am I going to get with that 3rd-round pick? Is the guard that I take in the next draft, the 3rd round, is he going to help me win quicker than Matthew Stafford? I don't think so.
You got to give it to the Rams front office, man. They kind of like the Bucs front office, trying to win right now. Like when you got a team like that, you got to win now. You don't have time to wait on picks. And like I get what the Bucs doing. That's what I'm saying. Like the Bucs could have made some trades with those picks, man. They could have moved up with the 2nd round. And, you know what I'm saying? You're trying to win now. You don't got time to be waiting. Yeah, I get what the Rams doing.
People thought he's a guy who takes away from your football team. You can't win with a guy like this.
McCoy is in there now. Placing Kyler Murray.
Kyler Murray has no alpha male energy.
This next week, I mean, the Arizona Cardinals came in here, and they were a talented team.
I think the Cardinals are too soft.
This was going to be a close game.
Too soft. Too soft. I think I know what the Cardinals is. The Cardinals are a finesse team. They can't handle physicality. Cardinals too soft. The Cardinals are too soft. They're too soft. They're too soft. Too soft. Too soft, man. Cardinals they need to get more physical. The quarterback is the question for me, man. And Kyler Murray's not bad. It's just I think the Cardinals peaked. The Cardinals peaked. Well, so far I'm undefeated in the playoffs. Stafford got his first career playoff win. 186 starts in his first playoff win after 186 starts. That's crazy. But yeah, Kyler Murray is so beta. I think the Cardinals peaked. I'm sorry, I believe the Cardinals peaked. They'll win 8, 9, maybe 10 games. Maybe 11. You know what I'm saying? They'll get you those wins, but I just think that they're not going any higher than what you see with the Cardinals. They peaked. Like, how much better can Kyler Murray get? It's not like... I don't know. Kyler Murray's a good quarterback, but sometimes people have a limit. I think he reached his peak. I think the Cardinals have reached their peak with Kyler Murray. You know what I'm saying? Like 3 seasons in a row, the last 2 seasons, it is what it is. This is what you get with Kyler Murray. Start out fast. And then it's just kind of like tail off, man. It's like this 2 years in a row. This is a habit. This is a problem. The Cardinals need to make some adjustments. 2 years in a row, they started strong and they flamed. 2 years, that's a problem. Starts with coaching. All I'm saying is they got to make some changes, man. They got to make some adjustments. But I think Kyler Murray has reached, Kyler Murray's peaked. He's peaked. You know, I mean, playoff quarterback though. He'll get the Cardinals to the playoffs, but I don't see him going anywhere. The good thing about today's NFL, you don't have to stick with a quarterback forever. Colin Coward talking about the Patriots should move off of Mac Jones because of Josh Allen. Y'all agree with Colin Coward? Not Cowherd, Coward. Coward. He said the Patriots should move off of Mac Jones because of Josh Allen. Because of the quarterbacks in the AFC. Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes, Justin Herbert, Josh Allen, Derek Carr, average self, Deshaun Watson. Tannehill. Like, y'all, do you think the Patriots should move off of Mac Jones and get a more explosive quarterback? Because if you look around the league, man, man, you can't have no Tua Tagovailoa and think you finna go somewhere. I'm just saying. You can't have no Daniel Jones think you finna go somewhere. And that ain't. Can't have no Kirk Cousins think you finna go somewhere. What y'all think? I'm just saying, like, look at the quarterbacks, man, and put Mac Jones up against those guys. It's going to take gale force wins for Mac Jones to beat those guys. Really bad weather, gale force wins to beat those guys. Like, did you watch the Bills and Patriots game? It's you seen it. You seen it, man. It was like Josh Allen looked like he made Mac Jones look like a high school quarterback. Mac Jones is not a bad quarterback, but I'm not a fan of Alabama quarterbacks. I'm just not. I would stay away from them. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, man. I don't trust Alabama quarterbacks. I just don't. I don't. Hey, Tua Tagovailoa, Jalen Hurts and Tua Tagovailoa, I just don't. I definitely don't trust them two. Now, I can roll with Mac Jones to a certain degree, but you better have an awesome O-line and a really good running game. I'm just saying. I would not touch the Alabama quarterback. I just don't do it. They don't pan out well, man. They just don't. McElroy. I'm just giving y'all some football talk. You know, I like Mac Jones. He cool, but I told one of my buddies the other day, I think Mac Jones has peaked. He's going to peak really early. Is what you see is what you get. His athleticism, his arm strength is not going to get any better. And you look at the AFC and look at those quarterbacks, and you put Mac Jones against those guys, it's just like they gonna have to surround that dude with some. The Patriots need to build that team up like Alabama did. The Patriots need to build that team up like Alabama had around Mac Jones. Mac Jones had NFL receivers like Judy and Lavonte and Michi and Waddle. And the Patriots don't have that. They spend a lot of money on Kendrick Bourne, Nelson Aguilar, Hunter Henry, and Jonnu Smith. They spent all that money. And I'm gonna be honest with you, the Patriots overachieved. They did. The Patriots overachieved. The Philadelphia Eagles overachieved. The Colts underachieved. The Raiders overachieved. But I'm saying, I would not touch an Alabama quarterback in the first couple rounds. They just never pan out well. They just don't. And the history shows it too. Because the talent makes them look good. Mac Jones, to be honest with you, Mac Jones is average. At best. Nothing crazy about him. Just saying, like, I think Mac Jones, he average at best. And he playing in New England. The weather's not good for 8 games out of the year. Mac Jones he's not bad. He's not horrible. But he's kind of like in the middle of the pack. I don't see him elevating himself to the top tier. You know what I'm saying? And that's just based on his arm strength and his athleticism. Now his brain can elevate to top 10, but his physical talent, nah, fam. Because if he was really like that, he would have went in the top 5. You feel me? The Jets would have picked him. The San Francisco 49ers would have picked him. You feel me? Kyle Shanahan picked Trey Lance over Mac Jones. That should tell you something. The Jets picked up Zach Wilson over Mac Jones. And Zach Wilson's not good. Trey Lance is not even that great. So that should tell you something. Justin Fields went before Mac Jones. You see the common traits with these quarterbacks versus Mac Jones. Bigger arms, bigger, stronger, faster. And Belichick went with a conservative quarterback. It's just hard to win with a. It's hard to win with a conservative quarterback. The quarterback got to have some type of like some guts, right? Look at all the quarterbacks. Look at all the quarterbacks that's left in the playoffs right now, and put Mac Jones up against those guys as far as a quarterback. All those quarterbacks that's in the playoffs right now, they got some guts. They got some. You know what I'm saying? They got some cannons, or they got some. They physically better arm, bigger, stronger, faster. Take more risk. Mac Jones is too conservative, man. Look at the quarterbacks. Let me run down the list. Matthew Stafford, Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady. Even Jimmy G got, bigger arm. Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, Ryan Tannehill. I'm just saying. Mac Jones, man, that ain't it, fam. Joe Burrow. Those are the quarterbacks left in the draft, left in the playoffs right now. I just named you the eight quarterbacks left in the playoffs right now, and you look at Mac Jones. Where are you going with Mac Jones? You might go to the playoffs here and there, but where are you really going? Where are you going with Mac Jones? Tua Tagovailoa, Jalen Hurts. Where are you going with those guys? Mac Jones is like that Kirk Cousins type quarterback. I'm telling you. Mac Jones is like Kirk Cousins. To me, that's what he favors to me. He favors Kirk Cousins a lot more than any other quarterback. And the media tried to spin a narrative trying to compare him to Brady. Mac Jones is nothing like Brady. Mac Jones was media-driven narrative. Oh, Mac Jones, Tom Brady. Oh, Mac Jones, Tom Brady. No. Not even close. Height-wise, physical, all that stuff. Arm strength, no. But the media, because, nah, man. The Patriots going to have to really think long and hard about this. Look, Mac Jones is cool, but go look at those quarterbacks in AFC, man. And look at Mac Jones. I'm just saying. Go look at Mac Jones and look at the AFC court. The AFC quarterbacks. That's insane. I'm going to repeat this. Deshaun Watson, Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, Justin Herbert, Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow, Ryan Tannehill. You're not even in the top 10 pretty much as far as AFC quarterbacks. I'm not even counting NFC. Mac Jones is not even the top 10 quarterback in the AFC. We didn't even count the NFC. The Patriots really need to think about it. I'm just saying. Because Mac Jones can turn into a Josh Rosen really quick. I think the Patriots are giving one more year. I'm just saying. They'll give him one more year. You got to give him another year because he pretty decent. But you got to see some development as far as he got to go up, man. He can't. That's what worries me about Mac Jones. I think he's gonna go like this. You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, Joe Burrow and Justin Herbert and Lamar Jackson and Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen, they going like this. And Mac Jones like this. That ain't gonna be good enough. You can't gradually get better. You gotta make a jump. In the AFC, he's not even a top 10 quarterback, fam. That's not good. That's not good, fam. Or his projection don't even scream top 10, really, to be honest with you. I'm just projecting, that's all. And Mac Jones can surprise me. He can surprise me, But I think his ceiling is Kirk Cousins, which is not bad. But Go ask a Minnesota Vikings fan. I'm just projecting. That's all. I'm not hating or anything. I'm just projecting. As long as I've watched football, I'm just projecting. That's all. In my personal opinion, I think his ceiling is Kirk Cousins, which is not bad. Kirk Cousins is not a horrible quarterback. It's just, where are you going with him? Captain Kirk, where you going with Captain Kirk? Where are the Vikings going with Captain Kirk? Nowhere. I think Mac Jones is in that same category. I'm just projecting, and I'm just saying. I mean, Mac Jones, he could turn to be a Drew Brees. He could. I mean, from a physical standpoint, Mac Jones, he can turn out to be a Drew Brees, cerebral, right? Drew Brees was never physically really good. Like from a physical standpoint, Drew Brees was never a beast. But what Drew Brees got you, what he got a lot of quarterbacks, what he got a lot of people at, is with his brain, his accuracy. And Mac Jones is really, really accurate. Not great. That's a good comparison right there too. Mac Jones could be a Drew Brees. I'm projecting his ceiling, right? He can be a Drew Brees. Elite accuracy, his brain power is ridiculous. He can process really quick. What I can say it like this: his ceiling is probably it can be Drew Brees, but his floor is Kirk Cousins. I'm gonna say like in the middle, which if he's in the middle, if he's in between Drew Brees and Captain Kirk, the Patriots will go to the playoffs. A lot. I think is that a good comparison? Is that fair enough? In between Drew Brees and Captain Kirk is where I see Mac Jones. His floor is Captain Kirk Cousins. And he can go high as Drew Brees. Physically, not gonna wow you with anything. Arm strength, mobility, size. I'm just saying. And I just gave Mac Jones decent comparisons, right? In between Kirk Cousins and Drew Brees. That's pretty good. That's fair enough. Right? Is that fair? Am I hating on Mac Jones, or am I thinking too much? Is that fair enough between Drew Brees and Kirk Cousins? That's where you kind of see Mac Jones at? Is that fair enough? Like I said, Mac Jones is not bad. He's not bad at all. It just, what's the ceiling here? Because when you draft quarterbacks, you're looking at the ceiling. You're not looking at right now. You're looking at where he could be. Remember, folks, when you draft quarterback, that's why the Kyle Trask pick was interesting. Because where do the Bucs project Kyle Trask down the road? Because his first couple years, he's not getting any burn. So you really can't. You don't know what you got. Unless the Bucs make Mac Jones a backup next year. Kyle Trask a backup. Because if you put Kyle Trask as a third string in his third year, that's not good. To me, if Kyle Trask is not a backup next season, it's a waste of pick. If Kyle Trask is not a backup next season, that's a wasted pick. Do y'all agree with that? If Kyle Trask is not a backup in his third year, wasted pick. Hey. We're talking about Kyle Trask. I can't let you talk about Gator quarterback like that. Don't do that. I support Kyle Trask, even though he ain't got no burn for his first 2 years of his career. But Kyle Trask got to be a backup next year. No ifs, ands, or buts, Bruce Arians. Because you're going to lose Byron Leftwich. Matter of fact, who's going to be the OC? Who's going to be the Bucs OC? Does anybody got an idea? Who's going to be the Bucs OC? I'm just curious. Who's gonna be the Bucs OC when Byron Leftwich is gone? Nobody talking about that. What the? What y'all doing in there? What the? Chat room tripping, man. Who's going to be the Bucs OC when Byron Leftwich is gone? Does anybody know? Does anybody got any insight? Because I don't. I haven't really been paying attention to that. Harold Godwin, the running back coordinator. Keith Armstrong gonna be the OC. Nobody talking about this. We're gonna lose Byron Leftwich, folks. I don't care what you say. We're gonna lose him. There's too many jobs that's open right now for him not to get one. You feel me? And you can spend it how you want to spend it. Don't get mad at me. Look how many coaching positions are open. This is a good class of coaches to get. If you don't get one of these, you might miss out on a couple of them. And Byron Leftwich is a hot topic. Leftwich, the enemy, Flores, Todd Bowles, Leslie Frazier. I'm just saying. Who is going to be the Bucs OC? I don't know. we losing Byron Leftwich. I'm telling you. I'm telling y'all right now. We losing Byron Leftwich. Ain't no way. Too many jobs opening. Too many jobs are open for him not to get one. And Todd Bowles, it's a high probability he gone. The Giants and the Bears looking at him. Those are the two teams looking at Todd Bowles. Jaguars and the Broncos looking at Byron Leftwich. Now I'm just saying, I want y'all to understand how this works. When you're hot, you're hot. Especially if the Bucs do really good in the playoffs. He is definitely gone. I'm going to say 70-30 Todd Bowles and Byron Leftwich gone. 70-30. Both of those coordinators are gone. But yeah, Cal Trask. 2 years, not even a backup. Picked in the second round. And you're not even a backup? So now you're going into your third year. Now, let me, for those of you that don't understand, second round picks get 4-year contracts. I'm gonna break this down for y'all. This is about Cal Trask. I'm gonna reel y'all in about Cal Trask. Second round picks get 4 years. They don't get a 5th-year option, folks. So here's Cal Trask's career so far. 2020, didn't do anything. 2021, wasn't even a backup. 2021, didn't even play. Wasn't even a backup. 2022, he's not going to play. So his third year, he's got to start. That means 2024, he's got to start. Or 2023, I'm sorry. 2023, Kyle Trask needs to be starting to justify that pick. 2021, no burn. 2022, no burn. 2023, he needs to be starting. He needs to be starting. To justify Kyle Trask's draft pick, he needs to be starting in 2023. So it looks like to me, next year will be Brady's last year based on what the Bucs did with Kyle Trask. Or if not, we're going to have a Tom Brady, Jimmy G situation all over again. Aaron Rodgers, Jordan Love situation all over again. You know, as far as like, what do you do? This is why you got to be careful you draft quarterbacks that high, man. Second round picks, first year don't play, okay, cool. Second year, not a backup. Kyle Trask needs to be a backup this season. He needs to be the number 2 quarterback on the roster. I'm telling y'all, man, I'm just giving y'all outlook. He needs to be a backup in 2022. Goodbye, Blaine Gabbert. Blaine Gabbert Get Blaine Gabbert out of here. He's taking reps from Kyle Trask. We don't need to see Blaine Gabbert no more. He's done. I don't want to see Blaine Gabbert no more. I want Kyle as a backup in 2022. Yep. He needs to be getting some snaps in 2022 in blowout games. 2023, he needs to be starting. Kyle Trask needs to be starting. No ifs, ands, or buts. 4-year deal. Four-year deal. 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024. So no burn on 2021. No burn in 2022. Okay, you got 2 years left. Can we get some burn here? Blaine Gabbert. I'm tired of him, man. I'm sick of Blaine Gabbert. Sick of him, man. I'm just in the way. You in the way of my guy. Homegrown Bucs draft pick need to be the backup. Homegrown, drafted by the Bucs, can be built through the Bucs organization. We're not cherry picking with Kyle Trask. He is drafted by the Bucs. He's going to be built through the Bucs. He's going to be developed through the Bucs system, in the community, and everything. We got our own quarterback now. We got our own quarterback, can build a true Buc legacy. Got a chance to do something. We signed Chris Godwin. Mike Evans for a couple more years. We need to get a tight end at some point. You know, because Gronkowski can't play forever. And number 80's gone. And Kevin Brady. Fournette, what we do with him? Oh my gosh, it's going to be interesting. But we got our quarterback. We're drafted. Can build through the organization. Build through the community. We're not cherry picking. That's what I want to see. I want to see a quarterback develop. And we have our own quarterback. Kyle Trask can be that guy. Yeah, Kyle Trask can be that guy. We don't need to cherry pick Russell Wilson. We don't need to cherry pick Aaron Rodgers. We don't need to cherry pick Deshaun Watson and none of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? We can build our own legacy with our own quarterback. Because as a fan, you got to understand when your team drafts a guy and he gets built through the team and he stays with the team for a long time, that means a lot. Aaron Rodgers with the Packers, Brady with the Patriots, the Peyton Manning with the Colts, Troy Aikman with the Cowboys, you know, Phillip Rivers with the Chargers, Drew Brees with the Saints, 15 years with the Saints. You get what I'm saying? You get your quarterback, and you can build him through the community. You can build him with the organization. You just build around that guy, and we need that guy. We need that guy for the Bucs community, because we need a quarterback for the Bucs community that we can say that's our quarterback. You know, I don't want the franchise to be a leech. You know what I'm saying? Leeching off of everybody else's success. You know what I'm saying? We need to build our own success. You know, we need to build our own success. I'm telling you, and I think a lot of fans will agree with that. You want Kyle Trask to succeed. You do. You want Kyle Trask to succeed. You really do, because you want your own quarterback. When your quarterback of your franchise retired, he's retiring under your team. Phillip Rivers will retire as a Charger. Drew Brees will retire as a Saint. Peyton Manning retired as a Colt. Joe Montana retired as a 49er. Steve Young, 49er. Troy Aikman, Cowboy. Terry Bradshaw, Steeler. Warren Moon, Oiler. Dan Fouts, Chargers. Joe Flacco will retire as a Raven. Matt Ryan, Falcons. Cam Newton retires as a Panther. Right? Brent Favre, Packer. Eli Manning, Giant. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You want your own guy. You do. You want your own guy. As a fan, trust me. You will want your own guy. And the Bucs need that. We don't have that. We don't have a franchise guy. You know what I mean? A franchise, talking about homegrown, through the draft, built up, pieces around him, developed. We don't have that. To me, it just looks better when you got your own guy. Because you'll get behind that guy a whole, you'll be like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? You feel me? If that makes sense, right? Carson Palmer, a Bengal. Randall Cunningham, Eagle. What can the Bucs say? What can the Bucs say? They don't have anything. We got a break. No, you're missing the point. We don't have anything to claim. Big Ben, Steelers, right? Steve McNair, RIH, Titan. We don't have anything to claim. I want to claim something as a Bucs fan. I want to be like, that's our guy, homegrown. We don't have anything. I'm not claiming Bruce Arians. I don't rock with that dude. But I'll get what I'm saying. It just feels good as a fan. It does. We don't have anything. From a quarterback perspective. I'm not talking about, look, we got a lot of players. Like, come on now. Stop it. Come on, relax. I'm talking about quarterback. I don't have anything to claim as far as quarterback. He said claim. He said we could claim Bruce Arians. Okay. I mean, you can have at it. Y'all get what I'm saying. I'm just saying, I just want us to claim our own quarterback. That's all. Because we don't have anything. Josh Freeman, James Winston, Testaverde, Steve DeBerg, Chris Sims, Bruce Gronkowski, Ryan Fitzpatrick, Jeff Garcia, Brad Johnson, Doug Williams. Where's that guy? We got Brady. You're trying to find something to leech on it. You're reaching. Oh, we got Brady. You're reaching. You're trying to find anything to hold on to. No, man. Josh Johnson. Sean King. He said Tampa Tate. Ryan Griffin. We can claim him. Ryan Griffin. What about Ryan Griffin? But we got Brady. It don't work like that, fam. You think the Patriots fans gonna let you claim Brady? Do you know why the Patriots fans are here? For one guy, well, two guys. The Patriots fans are not gonna let you take Brady away from them. Yeah, they're freaking mind. But we got Brady though. But we got Brady. We can claim Brady. Come on, Bucs fans. You gotta do better than that. Y'all are just trying to grab on to anything. But we got Brady now. We can claim him. We gonna claim Brady. We gonna ride his coattail. No, man. Y'all get what I'm saying. We need our own guy. Come on, man. I'm claiming. You know, I'm claiming Ryan Griffin. I'm claiming Ryan Griffin, dog. Yep, I'm claiming Ryan Griffin. Yep, that's my guy. I'm claiming Ryan Griffin. We got Ryan Griffin, though. Well, we had him. Well, I'm claiming him, though. He went the hard route. But we can claim Brady. That's not how it works, man. I'm gonna claim Chris Baker. I'm gonna claim Caleb Benablock. He said he claiming Jameis Winston. Oh, my stomach hurt. Oh boy. Patriots fan not letting you claim Brady. Bucs fans, get out of it, man. Stop it, man. Patriots fans is not letting you have Tom Brady. 19 years with the Patriots. Y'all really think the Patriots fan base gonna let the Bucs latch on to Brady? You crazy? Come on, man. I'm claiming Ryan Griffin. And I got my latch on Kyle Trask bandwagon. I got my hinge on Kyle Trask. I think he's gonna be okay. Develop right. Maybe we should give Byron Leftwich a head coach job with Tampa. But from a quarterback perspective, who you claiming? Kyle Trask gonna be all right, man. Y'all gotta get behind him, man. Look, I know what we went through with Winston. You know, we got Brady for a brief stop. But you gotta support Kyle Trask. You gotta support him. Because you can't claim Brady. You can't do that. No matter how you spin it, no matter how you try to make yourself believe we're gonna latch on to Brady. No, man. Support Kyle Trask, man. Get behind him. Look, right now, what Brady doing right now is the icing on the cake. What Brady's doing right now is the icing on the cake, man. You're right. He has nothing else to prove. The icing on the cake. We're just a part of his legacy. We're not his legacy. This is just a stop, bro. Like, this ain't gonna last forever. What? Another season? So what? 3 seasons with Brady versus 19 with the Patriots? This is a stop through. This is like Joe Montana going to the Chiefs. We're just a part of his legacy. We're not his legacy. His legacy is with the Patriots. And what they had and what they did was magical. Nothing's going to top that. Whatever Brady does with the Bucs is not going to top what he did with the Patriots. It's not. No matter how you spin that, no matter how much you try to convince yourself, what Brady did with the Patriots will never be topped. No matter what Brady does moving forward. 6 chips. And you're going to put the Bucs success over that? No, man. Can't do that. He will retire as a Patriot, not as a Bucs. His ceremony won't be held at Raymond James Stadium, Bucs fans. Now you can fly to New England. Foxborough now. You can fly to Foxborough and be a part of the ceremony. Now you can fly to Foxborough and be a part of the ceremony when they have this retirement ceremony. You can fly up there, but you really think his ceremony gonna be in Tampa? He's gonna retire as a Buc. Oh, well, Bucs fans, y'all kill me now. He's not retiring as a Buc, man. He's not. Get out your feelings. Have fun with it, folks. But yeah, so we got the Rams. Got the Rams, man. Brady will always be remembered as a Patriot. You can spin it how you want to spin it. No, he won't. He'll be remembered as a Buc and a Patriot. Okay. Still trying to hold on to something, ain't you? But we got the Rams. All right, fellas, ladies. Yeah, that would be funny if he retires a Buc. In a parallel universe. But we got the Rams. All right, folks, y'all locked in? We got the Rams. No excuses. Hey, look. I circled this game. I called it. I picked the Rams to beat the Cardinals. I am undefeated in the playoffs. Stay tuned for my pick for the Bucs and Rams game. It's going to surprise you, too. It's going to be a good one, too. My prediction for that game was that video. Don't miss that video. Don't miss that video. My prediction for that game and my breakdown for that game is going to be crazy. Some of you might not like the pick. Some of you going to love the pick. But it's going to be fun. We're going to have fun with it. So yeah. All right, hey, look, ladies and gentlemen, we got the Rams. I circled the Rams in the regular season. Well, here we are weeks later. Circle the Rams game again. The games that matter. This time it's for the playoffs. Remember, folks, the Bucs are 1-3 in the games I circled. Don't get mad at me. Don't blame me. Blame Arians. And I predicted it right, too. Well, out of the 4 games I predicted, I got the Bucs losing to the Rams. I got that right. And I had the Bucs losing to the Saints in New Orleans. I got that right. I got the Bills game right. No, wait a minute. So then I didn't get the second Saints game right. Because I don't know what happened right there. So yeah, 1-3 in the games I circled. The important games. So here we go again, folks. Rams part 4. Rams part 4. Rams part 4. What y'all think, man? Put y'all comments in the comment section, man. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a fun week. Look, whether we win or lose, man, everybody keep your feelings in check. Don't get mad. So, all right, my Powers and my Sea Bandits. This your boy Isaiah, coming to you again from BucosLocker. The Rams defeat the Cardinals. The Rams are coming to Raymond James Stadium. I'm gonna need y'all to strap in. I need y'all to give me some good energy. Give the Bucs good energy. Wish Tristian Wrifs a healthy recovery. Because we're going to need him. Tristian, man. Get in the hyperbolic chamber. Do some Wolverine. Get some Weapon X serum. Get some Captain America super serum. And shoot it in that ankle. Because we're going to need you. Because the Rams defense looked good tonight. And if that's the defense the Bucs going to go against, it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun to watch the Bucs and Rams. That might be the best game in the entire playoff. Hear me out. That might be the best game in the entire playoff, even the Super Bowl. Ryan Jensen, I'm gonna need you to tighten. I know you nicked up. That old line gonna have to be ready. They got Von Miller, Aaron Donald, and Leonard Floyd. Jalen Ramsey secondary. They got some decent linebackers. It's gonna be fine, folks. I don't want to hear you see no excuses. Gonna need 30, folks. We're gonna need 30 of them things. To get the Rams out of there, we're gonna need 30 of them things. We're gonna need 30 minimum. And this is what it is. We're gonna need 30. And I'm not trying to shoot the defense down. I'm not trying to belittle the defense. I'm just saying, we're just gonna need 30. If they don't score 30, if the Rams don't score 30, great. We win, right? Whatever. But we gonna need 30. The offense gonna need at least 30 to be comfortably to win this game. If the Bucs defense do their job and they hold the Rams under 30, great. We win the game, right? I get that. But if the Bucs defense don't allow and allow the Rams to score over 30, that's why I said we're gonna need 30. Go look at the Bills game, go look at the Saints first game, and go look at the Rams first game. That should tell you right there. We're gonna need 30. Don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at me. What does the film tell you? We're gonna need 30. Oh, but the defense. No. 30 points. I don't want to hear it. Well, I do want to hear it, but I respect your opinion. Might need a 50 burger to beat them. We might need a 50 burger to beat the Rams. Just saying, dog. We can do it. That's what I'm saying. We can do it. The Bucs can put up a 40 burger or 50 burger. The Bucs can do it. Have faith, Bucs fans. Don't get scared. I ain't scared. I'm happy. Is this what you want? Is this what you want? Sir. But the Rams beat you the last two games. But sir, bring me those Rams. But sir, Sean McVay is a better coach than Bruce Arians. I don't care. Bring me those Rams. But sir, the Rams just got the Bucs number. Bring me those Rams. But sir, this is a bad matchup. I don't care. Bring me those Rams. Anyway, shouts out to all the Pirates and Sea Bandits. Keep doing your thing. This your boy Isaiah coming to you again. Subscribe, like, comment, share on all the videos. Make sure you hit the notification bell icon to notify you on all new videos that's posted on this channel. With that being said, I want y'all to fire those cannons, seize the day, raise a flag, hashtag no risk and no biscuit, hashtag facts over feelings, hashtag bombs away, hashtag what you doing, Bruce Arians and Ty Bowles, get ready, and the hashtag stay humble, Bucs fans, please, because you know everybody in the NFL is waiting for the Bucs to lose so they can laugh at us. Y'all know this, right? Y'all have a good night. We'll talk some more this week. Stay up, stay healthy, stay safe. I'll see y'all later this week. We got some things to talk about. Let's get it, dude.